Have you ever heard of the passenger in the back seat? The rain was relentless, hammering the windshield as I drove through the Ozark Mountains. It was just past midnight and I was alone, or so I thought. I'd taken a detour off the interstate to avoid a storm-related roadblock, following a winding back road that barely qualified as paved. My phone had no signal, and the GPS had died an hour ago, leaving me with just a crumpled map and my instincts. I was on my way to visit my brother in Tulsa, a solo road trip to clear my head after a rough year. The first sign something was wrong was the smell, a faint, sour tang, like damp clothes left too long in a hamper. I checked the back seat, half expecting to find a forgotten gym bag, but it was empty, just my duffel and a couple of water bottles. Shrugging it off, I cranked the heat and focused on the road, the wipers struggling to keep up with the downpour. Then I heard it, a soft, wet cough, like someone clearing their throat. It came from behind me. My blood ran cold. I glanced in the rearview mirror, but the back seat was still empty, the duffel unmoved. "Hello," I said, voice cracking. No answer, just the patter of rain and the hum of the engine. I laughed nervously, probably just the storm playing tricks. But the cough came again, closer, like someone was leaning forward. I slammed on the brakes, the car skidding slightly. I whipped around, heart hammering, but there was nothing. Just shadows and the faint glow of my dashboard reflecting off the rear window. I told myself I was tired, imagining things. But as I started driving again, the air grew colder, the sour smell stronger. My hands shook on the wheel. A mile later, I heard it again, not a cough this time, but a whisper. "You shouldn't be here." It was low, raspy, like it came from a throat that hadn't spoken in years. I checked the mirror again. Nothing. But the hairs on my neck stood up and I felt it, the weight of someone's gaze, boring into me from the back seat. I didn't dare look back. Instead, I floored it, the car rattling over the uneven road. The whispers grew into a chorus, overlapping, unintelligible, filling the car with a suffocating dread. The rearview mirror flickered, and for a split second I saw her, a woman, pale as bone, her eyes hollow, her mouth stretched too wide. She was sitting right behind me, her face inches from my shoulder. I screamed, swerving, nearly crashing into a tree. When I looked again, she was gone. I didn't stop driving until dawn, when I reached a gas station. The clerk, an old man with tired eyes, listened to my story and shook his head. "That road's been cursed since '82, he said. "Folks say a hitchhiker died there, left for dead in a storm. She don't like lone drivers. I never took that route again, but sometimes, late at night, I smell that sour tang and hear a faint cough from the back seat.